Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is sunny and it feels like spring, so I put on a spring-ish shirt, even though it's still black. It's probably the most springy shirt I own. Anyway, also I might look a little bit orange. I don't know, I'm looking in the thing and I look orange. I'm not sure if it's because of the sun or because I used a different foundation today, but just ignore the Oompa Loompa-ness if that's how I appear on screen. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Sometimes this looks totally different. Anyway, today I'm going to be doing the makeup mistakes I used to make tag or video or whatever you want to call it. I know that this is a pretty old video, but okay, this is kind of weird, but I've been going through because I'm redoing my website, so I've been going through and trying to like pull videos and things like that I want to feature. So I've been looking through a lot of my old videos and I am like appalled at the makeup that I used to do. So that's really where this came from. I was like, I need to do this. And I'm going to be including some awesome vintage-ish footage as well. Just, you know, to aid with this discussion. So anyway, let's get started. So the first thing, hands down, that I need to talk about, and I've been talking about it on social media, I've been just ashamed of myself, is my freaking eyebrows. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, they're embarrassing. Okay, so I've always had super thick eyebrows, like I still do, obviously. And I've always been really ashamed of them. My mom would never let me tweeze them or anything like that. She's like, they're beautiful, you're gonna regret it when you get older. She was right, you know. So I never did. I always just had huge bushy eyebrows. I used to have a unibrow too, but anyway, that's a whole nother video. When I started to wear makeup and I started to see that girls were doing their eyebrows, I was like, oh, I will never do my eyebrows. I will never pencil them in or, you know, fill them in or anything like that because I don't want them to look any bigger than they are. Granted, they used to be about double this size. I do tweeze them. I shape them. But yeah, I didn't want them to look any bigger, so I would never fill them in. Unfortunately, what I wasn't really realizing is that not only was I not making them look any bigger, but I was actually just making them look like scruffier. Like, it just doesn't look like I put any effort into my appearance at all when you don't do your eyebrows. I feel like it makes you look really like mangy, like I don't know, it just looked really wild, like true wild woman right there. So now I've started to pencil them in, and I don't do heavy, like on this area is like I don't color in at all. I just like shape them, make them look even, you know, even up the tails. And, you know, it doesn't make them look any bushier or darker. It just makes them look more even and more put together. So that's the big thing. And I think a lot of thick-browed girls would agree. They're like afraid of that, but just don't be afraid. Just don't do it heavy-handed. Speaking of a heavy hand, let's talk about bronzer, shall we? Ooh, and I look like an Oompa Loompa. Perfect for this video. Okay, so I never really used to wear foundation. Like, I only started wearing foundation maybe a couple years ago. And that's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually really awesome. But what was wrong with that was instead of wearing foundation, I would be like, oh, well, bronzer evens out my skin tone and makes my skin look healthier and brighter and everything, which is like kind of true. But I would literally take it and just like, basically, I would use my bronzer as a powder foundation, essentially. And I didn't really realize that that like wasn't how you used a bronzer. I literally would use it to warm up my entire face instead of like hollowing out those cheekbones and slimming my nose a little bit and, you know, doing like the forehead area and the temples. Like, those are natural bronze areas that you're supposed to use bronzer for. But I would just do it all over my face. And it wasn't like a matte brown that could actually double as a powder foundation. It was like I would take a shimmery, like crazy bronzer and just... How do I look? All right, the last makeup mistake that I want to talk about is eyeshadow. Just eyeshadow in general. I had no freaking clue how to put on eyeshadow really until I still don't, actually. Let's be honest. I still do not. But I am 10 times better than I was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. I literally would I would go to the dollar store, I'd buy the little LA Colors quads, which there's nothing wrong with using those, but I would get the ones that were like pink, purple, orange, maybe not orange, but like the bright weird colors. I would take pink and put it on my lid, and then I would make like a smoky eye with the purple. And I kid you not, that was my eyeshadow for like all the time. It was like really weird. This was when I like first started wearing makeup when I was like 18 or 19, which you would think that I would just ease into makeup by doing like a brown, a taupe, a tan. But no, I just went straight into the neon freaking colors. And then I kind of eased out of that, but even still, like, I look at some of my old videos and I'm just like, what the heck was I doing? Like, I had no freaking clue. At least now I pretty much stick to like a neutral color all over the lid and then like a darker color in the crease. And I keep it pretty safe. I'm still not like amazing at eyeshadow, I'll be honest. I say that like every time I do an eyeshadow tutorial, but I don't like go crazy. Like I know that I'm not that good at it, so I play it pretty safe, you know? Let me know in the comments down below what makeup mistakes you used to make. I'm sure I can think of about 20 more, but those are the top 3 most hideous ones. And if you did this video, make sure to let me know too, because I'd love to check it out. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys will subscribe if you enjoyed it, rate this video if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!